Fox News host Laura Ingraham found Democratic presidential candidate Joe Biden's claim he wants to make America moral again in contrast to President Donald Trump's Make America Great Again campaign slogan a laugh-out-loud moment. On ABC's Good Morning America on Tuesday, host Robin Roberts asked Biden what his motto is, noting Trump's well-known MAGA moniker. The former Obama administration vice president answered, "Make America moral again. Make America return to the essence of who we are, the dignity of the country, the dignity and treating our people with dignity and this god-awful deliberate division that's being taken in order to separate people to aggrandize his own power," Biden added. Ingraham reacted to the Democrats' slogan during the Ingraham Angle opening segment of her Fox News program Tuesday night. Trending, GOP Senator Grassley puts pressure on Trump, lift tariffs or US MAGA is dead. Joe Biden is going to make us moral again? The FNC personality asked. Now, is this the same Joe Biden who was driven out of the race for the presidency years ago amid charges of plagiarism? Or is this the same Catholic Joe who has evolved away from the core teaching of his faith? Remember, Joe was once pro-life and even voted for partial birth abortion bans in 1997 and 2003. She continued. But only when that ban was upheld in 2007 by the Supreme Court, Catholic Joe evolved a bit. Several bishops have denied Biden communion in their diocese due to his rabid abortion advocacy. Ingraham aired a clip of Biden responding to the Supreme Court decision regarding the ban in which he described it as a backdoor to bring down Roe v. Wade. Do you think Ingraham makes a good case against Biden's moral high ground claim? 100%, 73 votes 0%, 0 votes. The then Delaware senator was making a second run for the Democratic presidential nomination at the time. Ingraham, who is a practicing Catholic, pointed out that Democrats have taken more radical stances on abortion in the decades since, going so far as to make infanticide legal. She offered the examples of comments made by Virginia Democratic Gov. Ralph Northam in January while advocating to change his state's laws, which ban late-term abortions. Northam said if a baby were born alive after a failed abortion attempt under the provisions of the Democrats' proposed law, the infant would be kept comfortable while a discussion ensued between the mother and her physicians about whether to keep the child alive. Then days later, the New York Assembly passed a bill legalizing infanticide and decriminalizing late-term abortions, Ingraham said, noting that Democratic state legislators offered a standing ovation from the floor following its passage. Related, job market erupts in April, grows well beyond what economists expected. New York's Reproductive Health Act revokes the requirement for medical care for babies born alive after a failed abortion, according to the Liberty Counsel. While Democrats have taken extreme positions on abortion, Ingraham said, Trump's done more for the cause of life than any president in my lifetime, and I worked for Ronald Reagan. The conservative commentator also hit Biden on his claim he would restore dignity to how people in the country are treated. Ingraham recalled that former President Barack Obama, for whom Biden served, did not appear to respect millions of Americans. Remember when Obama referred to them as embittered people who cling to their guns and religion? Now we're supposed to believe that those bitter clingers are going to look to Rambling Joe to return their dignity? She asked. I'm not feeling that most Americans look to the government to deliver their morality or their dignity, she said. Rather, Ingraham contended that most people just want to be left alone. The argument Biden's basically trying to make here is I'm nicer than mean old Trump, so vote for me, she said. I think you could call this the Mayor Pete effect. Biden saw Pete Buttigieg mouthing religious platitudes, while advocating some pretty radical policies, and he probably thought, hey, I can literally do that better than he can. The FNC host ticked off other problems with the Democratic Party trying to stake out the moral high ground, pointing to 2 years of defaming Trump over false allegations of collusion with Russia during the 2016 race, lying to the American people about the migrant crisis at the southern border. Chicago Democratic prosecutor Kim Foxx's handling of actor Jussie Smollett's alleged hate crime hoax, and allegations of sexual assault by Virginia Democrat Lieutenant Governor Justin Fairfax. These people are the moral exemplars of the 21st century? Ingraham asked. Are you kidding me? Democrats ought to get off their moral high horses or they're going to get bucked right off. We are committed to truth and accuracy in all of our journalism. Read our editorial standards. Let's block ads. Why?